Hi, this is Mato. In this video I will show you the game between Deep Blue and Garry Kasparov. This is the game from round 1 that was played in Philadelphia, United States in 1996. Deep Blue had white pieces and the game started with e4. Kasparov played c5, Sicilian defense, c3, Alapin variation. Kasparov played d5, e takes on d5, queen takes pawn, d4, knight to f6, knight to f3, bishop to g4, pinning the knight, bishop to e2 unpinning, e6, h3 attacking the bishop on g4, bishop to h5, and Deep Blue castled kingside, knight to c6, bishop to e3, Kasparov captured the pawn on d4, c takes on d4, knight takes on d4 is also possible and playable. We have c takes on d4, black to move. Kasparov played bishop to b4. Although there is no knight on c3, he still played bishop to b4. Good alternative move is bishop to e7. We have bishop to b4, a3 attacking the bishop, bishop to a5, knight to c3 attacking the queen, queen to d6, knight to b5 attacking the queen again, black to move. Kasparov played queen to e7. Better was queen to d5, and the best move is knight to c3 and then queen goes back to d6. In the game we have a queen to e7, knight to e5, bishop takes on e2, queen takes bishop, and Kasparov castled kingside. Rook from a to c1, rook from a to c8, bishop to g5, pinning the knight, bishop to b6 attacking the pawn on d4, bishop takes on f6, black to move. How should black recapture, with pawn or with queen? Of course with pawn. If queen takes on f6, then knight to d7, forking the queen and the rook. So we have pawn takes on f6, damaging the pawn structure around black king. Knight to c4, threatening knight takes bishop and crippling the pawn structure on the queen side too. Kasparov played rook from f to d8. Did Kasparov miss knight takes on d4? What do you think? Would you take on d4 with knight? And after knight takes, bishop takes, then there is no damage to the pawn structure and black is a pawn up. What do you think? Would you play that? Knight takes on d4? Well, knight takes on d4 would run into a trouble. Let's have a look. If a knight takes on d4, knight takes knight, bishop takes knight. Can you see the winning move for white in this position? Queen to g4 check, forking the king and the bishop. That is why Kasparov played rook from f to d8. Knight takes on b6, damaging the pawn structure on the queen side too. Rook from f to d1, f5, queen to e3, queen to f6, and computer played very clever move, d5, getting rid of the isolated pawn. Rook takes pawn, rook takes rook, pawn takes rook, and now queen takes pawn on b6 comes to mind. Computer played a better move, b3. If queen takes on b6, then black queen takes on b2 attacking the rook. So we have b3. black to move. Kasparov played king to h8. What is the purpose of this move? Kasparov is making room for the rook on g8. He wants to attack white king. Queen takes on b6. Rook to g8. Should white capture the pawn on b7 with queen or not? What do you think? Would you take the pawn? Deep blue played queen to c5. If queen takes on b7, then black is winning like this. Queen to g5, threatening checkmate and attacking the rook. So we have queen to c5, d4, knight to d6, attacking the pawn on f5, and one on b7. Kasparov played f4, knight takes on b7, knight to e5. Kasparov is threatening f3, but deep blue doesn't sweat. Queen to d5 was played. f3, g3. It is black to move. Kasparov played knight to d3. He considered this move. Queen to f4. And this move works well against king to h2. Can you see the winning move for black? It is not queen takes rook, because then queen takes knight. This is the winning move. And after pawn takes rook, check. And after king to h1, checkmate. So why then Kasparov didn't play queen to f4? White doesn't have to play king to h2. There is a better move for white. Can you see a better move for white? This is winning for white. Rook to c8. If rook takes rook, pawn takes queen. So perhaps then queen to g5 should be played, and then rook to c5, and white is winning. So Kasparov played knight to d3. Rook to c7. Rook to e8. Knight to d6. Attacking the rook and the pawn on f7. Rook to e1, check. King to h2. Knight takes pawn on f2, and Kasparov is threatening checkmate in one. Will computer survive? Deep blue captured the pawn on f7. This is check. King to g7. Deep blue played knight to g5. Unbelievable. Can black deliver checkmate now? No. This was discovered check. No time to play rook to h1. King to h6 was played. It is white to move. White played the move and black resigned. Rook takes pawn on h7. Kasparov resigned. Kasparov resigned in view of discontinuation. King to g6, then queen to g8 check, king to f5, and then knight takes pawn on f3, and there is no checkmate because king goes to g2. Perhaps now black should play king to e4 and then rook to f7 attacking the queen. Queen to d6, queen to h7 check, king to e3, rook to e7, and where is black king going? Going nowhere. Sadly, our human representative lost the game. But there was a rumor that Deep Blue refused to submit Iron simple. What was he trying to hide? What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your king hunt and bye for now.